Coming up today on This Is True Really News, police seizures in Detroit. Please like, subscribe, and follow.
That's not nice. They're medical conditions.
Don't jump there. Go the other way. Go the other way.
You having a seizure?
No, not me.
Your head was jerking weirdly.
I was saying no.
Really? I heard the rattling. I thought something was wrong.
You heard the rattling. You know things are normal. In any case, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News, because you don't want to miss the whole head rattling, shaking, seized thing.
Yeah, boy.
And we need the viewers and listeners. Although they are climbing, we're moving up.
We are?
Oh yeah, I keep changing the.
More people are listening to us?
And watching, for that matter. I started adding in more hashtags and for things like laughing, laughs a lot, funny, funniest videos. You know, and when they find they've been absolutely tricked, I think they'll be too lazy to not, just keep watching.
Well, there is that. Because we are, if nothing else, a stupid and lazy generation.
We are boring, not funny.
Oh, that's we.
Yeah.
I just meant, as a whole, society's become stupid but lethargic. Except for the people that burned Minneapolis last year. But hey, it was mostly peaceful.
My butt hasn't been anything but lethargic.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Where do you even go?
I have no idea. Even as it was naturally going out of style. Oh, wait, did you say like, subscribe, and follow us?
Yes.
That's what got us into trouble.
Yeah, right. So just do your story.
Yeah, even as it was naturally going out of style, the name Karen took a big hit the last few years.
Yeah.
When it suddenly became synonymous with an entitled, demanding, complaining woman.
Mm-hmm. I have a question that I don't dare ask.
Yeah, I have a phrase I don't dare utter. But one, can I say utter? But one British TV and radio personality can't bear to see the moniker disappear completely, so he has a plan, according to Lad Bible.
Oh, LAD Bible, nice.
No, it's Lad.
Okay.
I don't care. It's easier that way.
Okay.
LB to his friends. Matt Edmondson has vowed to pay 100 people to legally change their name to Karen with the hope that they will keep the name relevant. The catch? He will only pay you the standard fee to have your name changed, which is about $51.
I could be Karen.
You could. You're a compassionate soul.
I am.
He's also trying to launch a board game.
What's it
named
called?
Karen. Yeah, there was no suspense there whatsoever.
Yeah,
no.
It's just...
No.
This from Reason.com, Detroit, Michigan.
Redundant was the word I was thinking of earlier.
There we are.
If you can place that all together, you can write angry emails.
And I'll be laughing the whole time. In July of 2019, police seized Robert Reeves' 1991 Chevy Camaro.
Robert Reed?
Reeves.
Oh.
Along with more than
$2,000. It was the Brady Bunch dad. And I was
more than $2,000 in cash on suspicion of stealing a skid steer from Home Depot.
Okay, I was going to say, what, you tuck that into your raincoat? But
try tucking that into your Chevy Camaro. For more than 6 months, Reeves was not arrested or charged with a crime. And the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office didn't file a notice of intent to forfeit his car, meaning he wasn't able to officially challenge the seizure. And this is another reason you just don't want big government, because people, when they get power, go a little loopy.
A little?
Reeves joined a class action lawsuit challenging Wayne County's aggressive asset forfeiture for when they forfeit their assets.
When they swipe your stuff.
Yeah. He was one of 3 named plaintiffs who claimed the county forces owners through a months-long onerous process to challenge a seizure, violating their 4th, 8th, and 14th Amendment rights.
Okay.
The day after the class action suit was announced, guess what the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office did?
What, Scott, would they have done then, pray tell?
Instructed a state police task force to release the car and return the cash.
Huh.
Then what do you suppose happened?
I don't know, Scott. Tell me.
2 weeks later, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office filed felony charges against Reeves for receiving and concealing stolen property, then asked the judge overseeing the class action lawsuit to suspend his suit while the criminal case against Reeves proceeded. The judge in the criminal case against Reeves dismissed the charges for lack of evidence. And then what do you think happened?
Please tell me he gave them a good dressing down in public.
Less than a month later, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office refiled the charges against Reeves.
Wow, they're a vindictive bunch.
Yeah. Finally, in January of last year, that case ended with an identical result. The Institute for Justice argues the felony charges were clear retaliatory actions intending to sandbag Reeves' civil suit against the county.
Wow. I'm not sure, but it's not. Wow.
That prosecutor's office is going to get it.
Where was this?
Handed to it. Michigan, near Detroit.
Well, yeah. Because it would have fit in Colorado, too, because there are certain government entities trying to put a small baker out of business for some reason.
Oh, heck, it's going to happen in Minnesota. Already has. We just haven't seen the story.
Can we just get through the next year and a half, please?
Maybe.
That's what I'm wondering. I would move in a heartbeat if I could get anyone, say, like Robin, to move with me.
Yeah, my wife's the same.
You and I will go. They can stay here then.
Exactly. We should have taken that job in Tacoma.
We'll come back in the summer. I wanted the one in San Diego, really.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Hashem El Ghali, a producer and filmmaker who has a background in molecular biology.
Oh, wow.
Has set imaginations on fire. With a concept he shared on social media. Ecto-Life, the world's first artificial womb facility. Okay, this sounds like a bad science fiction movie.
Sounds like something Bill Murray would star in.
It was from the Huffington Post UK, so it is a bad science fiction movie. Basically, pare it down. Or as the kids used to say, we'll break it down for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a techno farm for growing human children.
Well, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh, nothing except, everything from every science fiction movie we've ever seen.
Including Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Every science fiction. Do you ever notice every science fiction film has the dystopian future? It's never, oh, look, the liberals got their way and we're now in utopia. Never.
Well, it was with all the Star Treks. Remember that because
sort of.
Yeah. But the Federation was utopia, right?
What more or less happened was everyone became like normal, and which the technology was different. The people still were the same. Good ones, bad ones, bits of both ones.
And mostly it was the aliens that were dangerous and not the humans.
But that's because they looked funny. Those Romulans and those Klingons, which was something we wanted to teach our kids.
Yeah.
Where was I now? Techno farm for growing human children. What could go wrong there? Hashem believes it could be reality within a decade. Frighteningly enough, some scientists agree. Andrew Shannon, professor of obstetrics at King's College London, said artificial wombs are a possibility. He said it's just a matter of providing a correct environment with fuel and oxygen. When we put people on things like heart bypass or other organ bypasses, we are theoretically giving them what they need from a machine.
Hard to argue.
Yeah, there's something off there, and I haven't figured it out.
I can see the first argument being childless couples who want to have children.
That's always the first argument.
Yeah. So,
but there are, in fact, other ways about that.
Well, of course there are. Of course there are.
The only problem I have with this is that when man gets his hands on something he thinks is a great idea, he finds a way to, shall we say politely, mess it up.
Mm-hmm. I just want you to pay attention to Star Wars, the Clone Wars cartoon series, to see how bad it can be.
Yeah?
I think it's a cautionary tale.
I've never actually seen it.
I've watched The Bad Batch too. So,
See, I gave up on Star Trek after the.
Star Wars. This is Star Wars.
Hang on.
Star Wars. Oh,
I gave up on Star Trek after the original,
yep.
and I gave up on Star Wars after Jar Jar. Stupid at me, not.
So, this lady would consider her store the Walmart of wedding shops, catering to everybody from, folks of few means to rich nobodies who think they're somebody.
Is that something to aspire to, I guess?
No, she just happens to work there. She says, I've seen it all. People are yelling about these dresses are cheap too. These dresses are too expensive. But I'm a rational person, and being part of a management team means I'm trusted to make important decisions and enforce policy. Now, all sales are final, depending, of course, but you have to have one great excuse to get a penny out of me.
Okay.
The best, and by best I mean craziest excuse yet, was a spouse who had her wedding coordinator go in to refund the items because she was in a psych ward. Why?
Why?
Because she tried to hurt her sister.
Okay.
Why did she try to hurt her sister?
I'm wondering.
After the sister announced she was pregnant with the groom's baby at the bridal shower.
Wow.
We refunded everyone but the sister. It's reasonable. Quite reasonable, I think.
I don't know where to go from there.
Just go to your next story.
No, I think we're done now.
Okay.
I hope we're done now.
That's fine.
Please, God, let us be done now.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.